Hello guys, this is Phil on the Ground, and today I'm doing, despite my unfinished Working with Bone series, I'm going to do a, not working with stone, but I'm going to do a primitive tools series. I'm using flint and a couple hammers as hammer stones, because I don't have any conveniently lying around, as there's no water source near me at all, nowhere to get them. And I'm probably going to make, out of this, I've got a much bigger piece which I'll knock this off. I'm going to make either a hatchet, a knife or an arrowhead today. I'm going to start today. And I'll come back when I've knocked some flicks off. Okay, there we are. I've split it. It's gone. It's kind of, it's not really left a permanent split. I mean, it's like folded back together. Just going to get a little bit of bark, an offcut for one of my bows, not sure what it is, something. Attempt to wedge it down the crack. I'll reopen it with my machete. It's fucking tough, huh? I thought this would be easier. There we are. Now it's wedged open on that. Now without any flint napping whatsoever, I'm going to insert my flint blade. You'll see why, there is method to my madness. See if I can do it without cutting myself too much. Okay, I've positioned it as I want it, roughly. Now this is where the flint napping comes in. Now I can do it a lot more gently. What I'm going to do is get another piece of flint with a nice blade. I'm going to score down there, and you see it's making that triangle groove. Now you can either do this with the sharper flint blade or the back of your machete or knife. Just scrape away. I'm going to use the back of my machete. Emphasis on the back. Don't use the blade, I'll just dull it. And what doing all this shall hopefully do, rather than percussion flaking, the knock point in, the blades shall cut at each other and make the V which I want. I think percussion flaking probably be easier though, to be honest. I'll give it a go. See if I can. But where I live, there's nothing with antlers, so getting a percussion flaker, primitive percussion flaker, isn't that easy. I think I should probably come back when I'm done. I've put the flint blade on the shaft, and when I come back, because I'm going to a thing, I'll probably wrap it in nettle cordage or evergreen bark cordage, and then I'll cover it in pine resin. Until then, bye bye. Hello guys, this is Family Ground. Today we're inside because weather wasn't permitting and just bad things were happening. So what we're doing today is finishing the stone knife. It's been out in the rain, so it's a bit skanky, muddy. But last time we just put the flint in. Now we're going to use the inner bark from evergreen and pine resin to haft it on. So I'll come back once I've got some of the fibres off this. Bye bye. So what I've done to make the cordage is I just get the inner bark, two or three pieces, little pieces, and just wrap it together nice and tight, little thread. This won't stay forever, but I mean, it opens up the fibres so the resin can get in, and it's thin enough to wrap around the knife rather than the reverse wrap 2-ply cordage, which uses up too much bark and it's a bit too thick for what we're doing here. You can see it's really fuzzy. That's just what we want for pouring the resin on. I'll just light up this candle. Those matches weren't in my survival tin, they were left out here in the garage, so I'm not really surprised, to be honest. Oops. There we are. Lit the candle. I could just use my Zippo, but it's running a bit low on fuel and I don't want to get resin on it. So there's the candle. This is my pine resin stick. I'm just going to hold that over the top. Should melt relatively quickly. This is just like an Archer's hot glue, but it's just made of resin rather than to be honest, I don't know what Archer's hot glue sticks are made of. If you do, I'd be happy to know. That's just some bark on there catching fire. You just wait till it's kind of gooey, then wipe it on. These pine resin sticks aren't really that hard to make. You just get the bare pine resin or any resin really, which works. Not something like birch resin, because that's like a liquid, but you can drink that instead. So any gooey resin. And I've almost done. There we are. That's fine by me. I've wrapped it around. I'm just going to go with my fingers. Just kind of wipe it on. I probably should have, in hindsight, put some ash in this. And then I'll just hold it over the candle and just use it to melt off the excess. Just melt it a bit more. Maybe not catch it on fire, that's a bit too much. Yeah, I probably should have added some to this, because now it's all over my fingers. Instead of adding charcoal, you can just heat it up until it catches on fire. That works as well. Well, there we are, before my camera cuts out. Stone knife. It cuts pretty well. It'll scrape a matchstick. I'm having to do this backwards because for the camera. Works pretty well. It's fine for fine carving. It won't work for batoning, obviously. And that's it. Okay, so next time we'll be coming back with the hatchet video. So, bye bye. Pop.